Hello. This video will walk you through how to prepare your portal for survey administration in the 2018-19 school year. If you've forgotten your password to log into the portal, please use the Forgot Your Password button in order to receive an email with password reset information. If you have any other questions about how to log into your portal, please contact support@mystudentsurvey.com and we will provide you with the information that you need. When you log into your portal, you'll first be taken to your dashboard. You'll notice that all survey administration information from 2017-18 has been reset, which means your tracking numbers are showing 0. Also, any old survey administration tokens have been removed. Your site and student rosters, as well as your parent and principal consent information, are still intact within your portal. Just as a quick reminder, the dashboard contains helpful tracking information once you begin to survey, as well as links to important survey resources. You will also find the menu that will allow you to navigate to all other areas of your portal. As an organization administrator, the first thing that you'll need to do to prepare for the 2018-19 survey administrations is to update your site roster. When you click on the Add View Your Sites button, it will show you the list of sites that were uploaded by your organization last year. If all of this information is accurate for the 2018-19 survey year as well, there are no further steps that you need to take on this page. If, however, any of your site information has changed, such as your site contact information or email, or the number of students at the site, you will need to update that information by clicking on the site name, entering the correct information, and clicking Save. If your site roster is showing any sites that will not be participating in the survey this year, you will want to deactivate those sites. You can do that by clicking on the box next to the site's name, clicking the Deactivate button. This will hide the site's name from your active site roster, but it will not remove any previous survey administration data for that site. If at any point you need to see the list of sites that you deactivated, you can click on the Show Deactivated Sites button. And from this screen, you can also reactivate a site by clicking on the box next to the site's name and clicking Activate. That site will automatically reappear in your current and active site roster. If you have any new sites that need to be added that will be surveying this year for the first time, you can do that in one of two ways. If you have a small number and would like to add them individually, click on the Add New Site button, enter the appropriate information, and click Save. If you have multiple sites that you would like to add all at one time, click on the Add Multiple Sites button, download the Excel spreadsheet template, where you can fill in all of the site information, save it, and then import it back into the portal. Once your site roster is accurate and current for the 2018-19 survey year, the next step will be to update your student roster, which can be found by clicking on the Student Roster button on the main menu. Again, you will see any information that your organization uploaded about students last year is retained within the portal. In the same way that you did for the site roster, if you have any students that are no longer in your program or will not be surveying this year for any other reason, you will want to deactivate those students in order to hide them from your current student roster. You'll follow the same steps that you did to deactivate a site. Click on the boxes next to the students' names that you would like to deactivate. Click the Deactivate button. And they will be removed from your current roster. If at any point you need to reactivate a student, click on the Show Deactivated Students button. Click the boxes next to the names that you would like to reactivate. And those students will reappear in your student roster. Once you have deactivated students, the next step is to update information on current students that are already within your roster. Depending on which information fields you filled in when you uploaded your roster last year, you may need to update certain fields, such as the student age, number of years in the program, new or returning student status, and grade. If you have a small number of students to update and would like to do it individually, you can click on the student's name, make the appropriate changes. You can also add any additional information you would like to include for this year and click Save. If you have multiple students that you need to edit, a faster way to do that is to export the roster of students into an Excel spreadsheet by clicking on the Export button. The Excel file that opens will contain all of your student information. You can make any changes that you want to make. You can also add any additional fields that you would like to for the 18-19 school year. Then you'll want to save your spreadsheet. Return to the student roster page, click on Upload Student Roster, select your file, and import the roster. Additionally, from this page, if you have new students that you would like to add, you can click to download the template, enter that student information, and then upload it back into the roster. Once your student roster is accurate and showing students who will be surveying for the 2018-19 school year, the last thing that you'll need to do in the portal in order to prepare for survey administration will be to record parental and principal consent information if you have added any new students or if you have added any new sites that are housed in a school. All parental consent information from 2017-18 will remain in the portal, so you will only need to add information about distribution of parental consent forms to new students, entering the date and the site information here. And if you receive opt-out forms, click on Yes, and then choose the site and student name and submit. If you have any new sites that are located within schools, you'll need to enter the school name, indicate that you've received the principal consent form, and then click Save. After you've completed these 3 steps, you'll be ready to begin administrating surveys to your students. Please note that on the student roster page, you will see new 2018-19 First Administration tokens, and you can go to the Download Student Tokens page in order to print the individual student cards with the token that students will need to access the survey. If you have any questions about any of these steps needed to prepare your portal for the 2018-19 survey administration, please contact support@mystudentsurvey.com.